Hi guys, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about Garage Therapy, the entire line. This is the conclusion video. So if you're interested in any of the product testing, that won't be part of this. I'm just going to be talking about my thoughts, which products I really liked, which ones I didn't, and my overall view of the entire line as a whole. If you want the too long didn't read, I think it's an excellent line. As a whole, everything is really good. They all perform very well. So if you want to move on and don't want to hear why, you're welcome to do so, and I appreciate you stopping by. All of the Garage Therapy products are available at the House of Rags. There will be a link in the description down below. If you use code IG10 at checkout, you will get 10% off. You will get free shipping if you go over 125 bucks, and I will get a 10% kickback. It doesn't cost you any more money. It actually saves you money to give me a 10% kickback, but it's one of the ways that you help to support the channel. These products, and many like them, were purchased by me with my own money. I am the sponsor of this episode today. The fact of the matter is I bought this whole line. It's probably $250, $300 worth of product. And at the end of this, I'll sell it on secondhand detailing for about half of what I paid for it. So the way that I help to support the channel is by getting affiliate revenue from the purchases that happen or by using my own money from my actual job. So, all right. So we'll start down here. We've got car shampoo. Car shampoo worked really well. It's just a standard pH neutral car shampoo. I don't really love the scent, but the slickness was good. The overall performance was good. I had no problems using it. The scent just isn't for me. It's not bad. It just isn't for me. But again, it worked really well. The glass cleaner also worked very well. I don't think that it was really anything to like write home about. It was fine. Like the glass cleaner was fine. It's a glass cleaner. My favorite glass cleaners right now would be like Nito, from Labocosmetica, Traceless for certain situations, or Stoner Invisible Glass for like just something that you can buy by the gallon and it's dirt cheap. Worked very well. I think you could be very happy with it, but I thought it was fine. The tire serum I liked a lot. That's got a nice matte finish, easy to apply. I like this like nozzle, like an Elmer's glue bottle. Makes it easier to put on your applicator and not get it all over the place. But worked well, good finish, good longevity on the tire. Overall fairly happy with it. Their interior cleaner product, interior cleaner and dash serum, these both worked well. This is more of a cleaner. This is a cleaner slash protectant. I'd call it like a quick detailer, the dash serum. It's got anti-static properties. I didn't really notice an improvement or a lack of improvement on the amount of dust or stuff that was sticking to the dash. It seemed to do just fine. I do like that the dash serum, if you get some overspray on your window and wipe it off, you don't end up with streaks all over your window, which is really nice. That can be a challenge with certain interior products. I still like it. I think I like Clean Tool's products a little bit better for the interior, just being honest. I really enjoyed the Clean Tool line, and they have this like very high focus on safety, which I really enjoy. As like an all-around buy one bottle and just use it kind of thing, I still really like Armor Detail Supply's Pilot. Just the user experience, the smell of it, it's something that appeals to me. But these both worked incredibly well, no issues with them. Their wheel shampoo was great. This is a product that doesn't have any iron remover. It's more for like foaming onto your wheel, adding slickness and allowing you to clean it with a brush. I think that it did a great job. I tried it at different foam ratios, and I found that you want to run it a little bit thicker. That's just my personal preference, but it allows the brush to glide very easily. It does a good job of breaking down dirt and grime. It's not an iron remover, so don't expect it to be, but it is very, very good. The Decon shampoo, that worked very well. It's more for removing of waxes and sealants. Like that's really what it's designed for, to get you prepped for a coating. It had excellent dirt breakdown, excellent bug breakdown. I use it as a regular maintenance wash. It did a good job of unclogging my coating. It didn't attack my coating. My coating is still doing fine, but it worked very well. Again, I ran it at like 1 to 100 dilution or 1% PIR. Found the foam was good. I found the overall slickness was good. The scent, again, wasn't really for me, but it was fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't stinky. It was just fine. But most of the high alkaline cleaners, I would say, are pretty similar to that. Their rinseless I really enjoyed. I found it to be a pretty heavy duty cleaner. It worked fairly well. I don't think that it's in my top 5, in terms of rinseless. I really do like Loki. I really do like Nemesis. I really do like Hero. I don't, for me, it's not one that I'm planning to keep, but it worked very well. I think you'd be very happy with it. If you're looking for a full line of products, the rinseless is super solid. It's just not, it's an 8, and we've got a lot of 9s at this point. You know what I mean? Snow foam worked very well. I found it very similar to Built Hamper Touchless. Biodegradable, sugar-based, so it's a similar product type of construction. and I had a great experience with that. I did a 2% PIR as described on the bottle, and it worked very, very well. No issues with it at all. And, you know, again, like, doesn't have a great smell, but most of the high alkaline products are going to be that way. Overall, fairly happy with it. Citrus is really cool. This is another high alkaline product, non-caustic. I use that to do a wash on a car that had never been washed. Well, it hadn't been washed and had been picked up with a dealer in preparation for me to do a coating. And I found that was one where you could kind of foam it on, rinse it off, and have like a 95% cleanup and really get to like a touch less style product. Did an excellent job. Overall, very, very happy with it. Worked incredibly well. I think it's super solid. The snow foam to me is a less abrasive version of this. Like, they're very similar products, I think, especially in performance. Just the citrus has a little bit more of an ability to break stuff down. And, you know, if you're looking for something that you can kind of foam on and rinse off, I think you're more towards the citrus. The snow foam I would use more as a pre-foam for, you know, to follow up with a car shampoo or, you know, something along those lines. The last shampoo here is DMS. DMS is demineralization shampoo, which is really designed to like remove mineral deposits, water spots, those types of things. I tested that on camera. It did an excellent job of removing 60%, something like that, of the water spots that were on a panel that I had purposefully trashed in the sun. Did a great job. Overall, easy to use. It's acidic. You can't let it dwell for a long time, but it, you know, again, worked very well. Overall, pretty happy with it. I ran that at about a 1% PIR as well, as instructed on the bottle. Water spot remover. This is a spray-on water spot remover product. I followed that up after the DMS. I used that to remove what was left of the water spots, and this was able to get me to like a 90% cleanup. Did an excellent job. Little thin, not a great dwell. So on angles and side panels, I ended up with a little bit of running, but overall did an excellent job. And I also used it on my stainless steel refrigerator, and I had a great experience there as well. So, you know, it's not just for the car. You could use it for other things. There are products that are probably stronger. Labocosmetica comes to mind. They have a pretty strong remover for water spots. That's a little bit thicker, has a little bit more cling. It's also more expensive and more dilutable. But I think that this was a super solid product that worked very well, and overall I would recommend it. As we're going, we're kind of getting like, these are the products I like more and more down this side. Tar and glue remover was super solid. I did that in a test against a bunch of other tar removers. And what I found was that Garage Therapy performed incredibly well. It was one of the strongest tar removers that I used in terms of breaking down materials. Mile Deep might have been slightly stronger, but this has, it says that it's body shop safe, and it leaves the panel like a squeaky clean. There's like no residue left behind. So I really enjoyed that. The tar remover is probably one that I would consider, you know, I'm thinking of like, which ones of these will I buy? Which ones will I rebuy, or which ones will I keep? So there's a couple products that I'm planning on keeping. The tar remover, I would probably rebuy in the future when I run out of what I'm using right now. So I have a gallon of Tarex low VOC. I don't use tar remover all that often. That will probably last me a lifetime. I would rebuy this when I was out of that, because this is my favorite so far of all the tar removers that I've tested, and I've done, I don't know, 10 or 15 of them over the years. CS, this is like a coating light. Think of like an Armor Detail Supply Phobic or a Phoenix EOD Immortal. So this is a spray-on coating that you then level with a leveling pad and then you know, wipe off with a towel. It did a great job, super slick, easy to apply, seems to be pretty forgiving. I purposefully made a high spot. I was able to reactivate it and wipe it off. No issues there. They say it's got about a 5-month durability, so I think, you know, it's something that would be kind of a stopgap in between a wax and a true coating. Now we're getting into kind of the 3 products that were what really stood out in the line. Iron Oxide V3, super solid. I did a wheel cleaning video with this and I used it as a pre-treat. I think this is my favorite iron remover at this point. Sidero from Labocosmetica can probably outperform it. This is like 90% of the effectiveness of Sidero, and Sidero feels like you're being punched in the stomach when you're using it. Like the scent is so incredibly strong. When I deconned the Mercedes GLK inside the garage here, I had a headache after using Sidero. Like it's pretty rough. This though, you could actually use and not be, it's not as caustic. Now it doesn't smell good. It still smells, but it's like 90% of the cleaning with 50% of the scent. if that makes sense, of Sidero. So I really like this. This again is a product that I will rebuy at some point in the future. I have a ton of iron removers, so I am gonna let this one go as well. I don't need it to sit on the shelf. It's gonna take me forever to get to a point where I'm ready to use it, but it is super solid, works very well. And as a pre-treat for a wheel, it gave me an almost touchless experience where I sprayed it on, rinsed it off, had a great overall experience, and then had a couple spots where I had to agitate with a brush just to get the final cleanup. The last two, these are the products that I'm planning to keep. I've got Sigma V3. Now this one I want to test a little bit more. So Sigma V3 is a hybrid spray sealant. So it's a spray on, wipe off, drying aid / topper style product. So after wash, spray it on, wipe it off, works very well. This one says that it can build on itself. Over time, you can add more layers and it will get more durable. I want to see how that works long term. So that's the reason that I'm planning to hang on to this. From a slickness perspective, it's, I would say, pretty equal to like OG Drying Aid or Infinity or some of the other super slick spray sealants that I've used in the past, Pan spray sealant. It works very, very well. I like it a lot. I use this and I thought, I think I might sell my gallon of OG Drying Aid. I really enjoyed the product. I liked it a lot. Then I use this, which is their quick detailer. And this is even better than that in terms of slickness and gloss and scent. So I think this is the best product in the entire line as like a singular thing, the thing that I'm the most excited about from using Garage Therapy. This quick detailer is phenomenal. It works very well and it is insanely, insanely slick. Now it probably doesn't have the durability that that has. Like, let's be very clear. This is a quick detailer. That is a spray sealant. So different products. I use them in similar ways as a topper or as a drying aid, but this is definitely slicker and it's definitely going to have less protection. You could probably wipe this off with a panel wipe fairly easily, where that is going to give you some level of protection against some products. So really when we're looking at kind of these three, we've got more protection here with the CS, less protection here with the quick detailer, but we've got more slickness with the quick detailer and less slickness with the CS. So we've got, you know, Sigma is in the middle in both. Quick detailer is high on the slickness, low on the protection, and CS is going to be high on the protection, lower on the slickness. Not that it's bad. The slickness is super good. It's just not quite what these are, right? These are excellent. They're overachievers. That's average slickness, right? So for me, I think the quick detailer probably makes more sense. I wash my cars very regularly, like once a week. They live in the garage. I have an overall really positive weather experience and you know, dirt and all of that kind of stuff. The amount of miles that we drive, like I am able to use a pure maintenance product and have a good experience with it consistently. So this is probably the product for me. If I was somebody who maybe washed my car once a month, every other week, something along those lines, maybe I had to deal with weather and stuff like that occasionally, then I would probably consider the Sigma or go to the CS. Like I said, I do want to see over time, how does this build on itself? Does it start getting streaky? Does it start attracting dust? Do we have any of those sort of problems? That's why I'm hanging on to this one for further testing. Now, normally I sell all of these products on secondhand detailing. In this case, Damo from Adamo's Garage told me that he wants to buy all of them. So I'm going to send him everything that I don't keep, which I'm keeping these two. The rest of them he's going to buy off of me for 50% off. And that's one of the ways in which I'm able to fund and do this, of course. So I appreciate everybody that's watched. If you're interested in any of these products or anything else, there are a bunch of links down below in the description. There are links to Obsessed Garage, to Carzilla, to the House of Rags, to NextLed. A lot of the products that I've used in these videos you can find using my links below. I really appreciate it when you do that. It does help the channel out a lot. It does allow me to fund all of this stuff. Like I said, everything here was bought out of my pocket, and I just did my taxes, and I spend a lot more money than I bring in. Let's just say that on the YouTube stuff. So just kind of is what it is. No complaints, but I do appreciate the help that you guys provide, and I thank everybody for their support. The next line that we're going to be testing, I think, is Mile Deep. I have already tested the tar remover. You saw it in my video where I was doing all the tar remover testing. If you didn't watch that, that's a good one to watch. Go back and watch that. It was pretty interesting with the Mile Deep and the Garage Therapy tar remover. They both worked very, very well. I think the reason I'm going to do Mile Deep next is because all of the products are currently available, meaning like if somebody really wants something, they can actually buy it. Some of these Garage Therapy are out of stock, some Yum are out of stock, some of the other brands are currently out of stock and waiting a restock shipment. So Mile Deep is something that, you know, is actually obtainable by people after watching the video. If they want to get something, they can. Also, I haven't seen a lot of content on it. I think that it got overshadowed a little bit by Garage Therapy and Inovacar and some of the other brands that came out around the same time. So I'm interested to see how it does. I was very impressed with their tar remover. I think the rest of the line is probably going to be pretty solid as well from what I've heard. Interested in trying it out and letting you guys know what I think. That is another line that I bought with my own money. So again, appreciate your support in all of this. All that to say, thank you and have a great day.